Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow-melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Oh my gosh, it's been too long since I've been on a bike.
I really like it. Living a healthy life free of gambling problems is a lot of fun and a nice change of pace.
Did you say race?
No. Yes.
Reconnect with yourself and the ones you love. If gambling is creating a problem for you, there's hope and help. For more information, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org. That's evergreencpg.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. And yeah, we are just a week away from Live Day next Thursday at Snoqualmie Casino.
Everything's going to be done live, from the music, the sound effects. I always love the sound effects because we've got those, what they call them Foley artists, which are like the old school guys that would do sound effects for like audio theater and things along those lines. And it's fun to see what they create with the most random things, from fire sounds to wind sounds. And so they're going to be hanging with us. And music's going to be live as well, so that's a blast. And it's finally a time for us to celebrate our 50th anniversary, DJ.
Yeah, and you can join us. That's the cool thing. We have tickets available and a variety of ticket options for you as well. So come join us for Live Day next Thursday. Get your tickets now. Go to KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. B Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa, B Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and it's Thursday, so let's get cracking!
Release the Kraken.
Sploosh! And Kraken Thursdays are powered by Coors Light. Playing tonight, as a matter of fact, on Root Sports.
That's right. Let's head to the Chill Zone.
Oh, the Chill Zone.
Yes, the Coors Light Chill Zone. I want to sit in one of those.
Do you?
They're at the Climate Pledge Arena, and they're pretty sweet. They're like right on the ice, and they're like this cool like Coors Light logo behind them, and it looks very comfortable.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, someday, Steve, your dreams will come true.
A boy can dream.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Casey and Bonnie Lake. Casey, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here.
Goodbye.
Get out. Get to that Chill Zone. Sploosh. For those playing at home, Casey will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Casey, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
On Sesame Street, which 2 characters live in an apartment at 123 Sesame Street?
Bert and Ernie.
Yes. Which Sin City and Fantastic Four actress founded the Honest brand?
Jessica Alba.
Yes. The first spinoff of CSI, starting in 2002, was set in what city?
Las Vegas?
No.
Miami.
Yes. What duo had the songs You Make My Dreams and Man Eater?
No idea. Pass.
Callista Flockhart won a Golden Globe for her role on what show?
Oh, shoot. Gosh dang it. I can't think of it.
You want to pass?
Yeah, pass.
How many seasons did The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air have?
10.
No.
9.
No.
7.
No. Abigail Adams was the wife of which president?
President Adams.
Well, I guess, yeah. Finish the title of the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Once Upon a Time in Where?
Could you say that again, please?
Finish the title of the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Once Upon a Time in Where?
Mexico.
No. That's a good movie, though. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
epic fail.
No, it wasn't an epic fail. That would have been a goose egg.
Yeah.
But you're
Fair
probably
enough.
still going to lose there. But yeah, you started well, and then everything kind of fell apart for you on that one.
Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. Just realized that movie you talked about, Rev. My wife and I started it, and we never finished it.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we-
totally know it now.
Don't say it,
Yeah.
Casey. Don't say it. Steve's
Yeah,
back.
Steve is here now.
Hello. You
Yeah.
never actually finished it?
Yeah, we both weren't really feeling it. I mean, I probably would have watched
okay,
it, you know,
okay,
but
okay.
you know how it is when when you're watching a movie with your significant other. You're like, look, unless I'm really, really loving this, I'm not going to make you watch it. But I haven't returned to it myself, and I was like, yeah, I really don't care.
I was going to ask if it was the don't care or the Steve method of just falling asleep.
Yeah, but I realized it. Like, I just thought, wow, I don't know how that movie ended. Oh, that's because I don't think I finished it.
Well, someday you can go back to it.
I guess if I care. Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it. Steve, are you ready?
Release the Kraken.
Sploosh. On Sesame Street, which two characters live in an apartment at 123 Sesame Street?
Bert and Ernie?
Yes. Which Sin
Robert
City and
Redford?
Fantastic Four actress founded the Honest brand?
Oh, Jessica Alba.
Yes, Alba.
Alba. We use her stuff.
The first spin-off of
I
CSI.
use her diapers, but not me personally.
Oh, she has diapers? All right, let me.
Yeah, the Honest Brand
might need those.
diapers are awesome.
The
recommend.
The first spin-off of CSI starting in 2002 was set in what city?
Miami?
Yes. Nice. Which duo had the songs You Make My Dreams and Man Eater?
Oh, here she comes. She's a man. Hall & Oates.
Yes.
Yes.
Callista Flockhart won a Golden Globe for her role on what show?
Ally McBeal.
Yes. How many seasons did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air have?
6.
Yes. Abigail Adams was the wife of which president?
John Adams.
Yes. Finish the title of the Leonardo DiCaprio movie Once Upon a Time in where?
Hollywood.
Yes. Victor Cruz was a notable professional at what sport?
Baseball?
No.
Football.
Yeah. And Steve didn't get to that last one, but you got 9 correct and the win.
Yeah.
I know. Spent a little too much time talking about how much you like the Honest brand of diapers.
Well,
Yeah.
they deserve the love. They do. We've tried other brands, and there were some blowouts back in the early days.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Okay, then.
And we didn't get blowouts with the Honest brand, so
Nice.
nothing but love for Jessica Alba.
All right, Casey, sorry. You didn't get the win, buddy, but what are you going to do? Kind of knew. And even Casey
He
fudged the
knew.
question.
Yeah.
He fudged the question when she gave Rev an overload, and I loved it.
Yeah, he said with the Abigail Adams was the wife of which president? He said President Adams.
Brilliant.
I know. I could have actually at that point. I didn't even think of it now, but since there were 2 Adams, I could have said be more specific because there's
yeah.
John Adams and John Quincy Adams.
True.
Oh, I thought they were the same guy. There's 2 different Adams?
Yes, John Adams was the second president. John Quincy Adams was the fourth president, and Abigail was the wife of John and the mother of John Quincy.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I thought John just came back for another term.
And he's just like, he wore a mustache. No, I'm John Quincy Adams.
Oh, so how about the kid, just like the Bush? I wonder if that... I didn't realize it happened before, where a father and a son got to be president.
just like the Bush.
Yeah, just like the Bush.
So what was the 10th question? I want to see if I would have gotten 10 out of 10.
I don't think you're going to get this one.
Okay.
Played by Tom Felton. What was the first name of Harry Potter character Malfoy?
Yeah, you're not.
Dumbledore.
No.
Hogwarts.
No.
Stiffly Puff.
Stiffly Puff.
Stiffly Puff.
Actually, you are correct. No. BJ, what's the first name of Mr.
It is,
Malfoy?
of course, Draco.
It's not Draco, is it?
Drac.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Draco.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I wrote it Draco. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
For some reason, I thought Drake, even though I wrote Draco.
Yeah.
Reading
Draco.
comprehensions. Right.
I think he's doing something new, too. I think somebody said, I can't remember what, but
he went viral for dressing up as Harry Potter for Halloween, I think.
I think he's got a new show or a new movie.
No, not Drake. No, Tom Felton, who played Draco Malfoy.
Got you.
Yeah. Vicky will do a search, but I think Tom Felton's about to star in something. That's, I don't know what.
No, I have no idea. But congrats on your win, Steve.
Someone said, BJ, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a great movie. You're weird, from John. I've never seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I don't know if it was just not hitting me the right way. Well, it wasn't hitting my wife the right way, but I just know that I haven't gone back to it myself. I've seen a lot of Tarantino movies, and It's a cool period piece. So maybe someday I will go back to it. Yeah, I was just noticing that I haven't finished it. And look, I like Tarantino. Not a giant Tarantino fan, so I think it's illustrated by the fact that I haven't gone back to watch this movie. It's an interesting story, but it's Tarantino style where. Yeah. And I think the thing is that my wife was like, I don't like either one of these characters. I really don't care what happens to them. And I'm like,
that's
yeah,
tough
you're right.
To keep watching something that you have no emotional attachment to a character.
Yeah, you're right. They're kind of ne'er-do-wells.
It is pretty slow, but when it gets
very slow,
the very end is like ultra gory and ultra Tarantino violent. So if you're not expecting that, surprise!
Oh wow, the movie does not lead you to believe it's going to go down that road.
No, it revolves the ending part of it kind of revolves around the whole Manson killings and stuff like that. So
wow,
because it happens during that time and
if you watched it, you would have known this. BJ.
Yeah, it kind of puts an exclamation point on the end of the movie.
Yeah, I don't. I'm kind of
See, I think great a longer shelf life, but I feel like Tarantino is very similar to M. Night Shyamalan. Like the first few movies could do no wrong. Now Shyamalan, obviously, I feel like his was a little bit of a shorter window. He only had a couple really great movies, and then it started going downhill. But like Tarantino, those first like 5 or 6 movies, like man, I'm on board. And then after a while, I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with this style.
So you mean for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would think that Tarantino's definitely had much better career than Shyamalan has.
That's why I said that there's one had a shorter window, but it's kind of the same vibe where they started out really strong and eventually just petered out with their style.
See, I don't know if I would say that Tarantino petered out. Some of his movies after Pulp Fiction, he's had some really good movies after that. Where you could argue that the only really good movie was The Sixth Sense.
You shut your whore mouth, man. Signs is great.
Yeah,
Signs was pretty good.
The Village is okay when you really think about it.
Yeah, no,
and then it's done.
No, I mean, look, I think that he was done after The Sixth Sense. I really do. I think that Shyamalan has tried to recapture lightning in a bottle, but he's never ever gotten to Sixth Sense territory.
Sixth Sense and Unbreakable were both amazing.
Another good one.
Mm-hmm. Like beyond that, I don't care about
like
Unbreakable. Unbreakable. I don't love as much as Rev does.
Oh, I really like that.
Unbreakable's a great movie.
Yeah, I actually really liked it, and I liked watching Glass and having it all connect.
Well, I mean,
Glass. At that point, I gave up on him.
Yeah,
me too.
The Sixth Sense wasn't a phenomenon. Those other movies are good, but The Sixth Sense was a phenomenon. And maybe Pulp Fiction was a phenomenon, and he hasn't recaptured that either. So I guess it might be fair after all. I don't think either director has had the success like mainstream for both Pulp Fiction and for The Sixth Sense. Now that
I feel like both of them, like you kept giving them a chance because you just loved what they originally did. And then, like I said, Tarantino, they went on a lot longer. But eventually I got to a point where I'm like, I'm not saying they're going to be bad movies. I'm good. Like, if I'm going to watch a Tarantino movie, honestly, like, I just want to watch Kill Bill again. Like, I don't really want to watch anything else he's put out now.
Good call, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. And I really... Yeah, Shyamalan, it's tough. I did watch Glass because I wanted to have it bookended.
Did you even realize that M. Night put out a movie this year?
Yeah, he did.
It's called Old, and 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, but people go to a beach and they suddenly get old.
Yeah, I saw the advertisements for that, and I was like, I felt like I don't know, M. Night, I don't know.
Yeah, basically, I was like, nah, I don't need this.
It's tough, man. It is tough. It's tough to recapture that magic like you have. Like Sixth Sense was just amazing, and it hit at the right time. Just like Blair Witch. Blair Witch I thought was amazing, but none of it afterwards did anything for me, and I don't even want to go back and watch the original Blair Witch.
Yeah, I saw that in the theaters, and it was amazing for 2 reasons. I love the movie, but also my buddy got motion sick and had to leave because he had to puke.
That's exactly what happened with Black Panther with you, Rev. I enjoyed it because
but that was
because
it was a 4D roller coaster we were watching. I hated that.
It was awesome watching you suffer.
Oh,
okay.
That was so bad.
At the popcorn.
That so much.
Wow.
Blair Witch was cool, except for my old co-host that I worked with yelled, it's fake before the movie even started and pissed off the...
Are you serious?
Bro, there's an article in the Seattle Times about him ruining it for people. And it's just, and I remember looking, I'm like, why are you doing this? And he's like, could it be funny? I'm like, I know you.
I know. Boy. Steve, every time you tell me more and more stories about your my friend and your former host, I just, I remember I just scratched my head like, what is wrong with you? Like, is this the only thing that comes to your mind, this kind of stuff? Okay.
And it was like you went to the theater to see this movie solely to just ruin it. Because at that time, there were some people still like on the fence. Was this real? Even though, I mean, look, come on. Like, why would you think it's real? But like some people had like that, I'm going to see this and I'm not sure if it's real or not. And then you have a guy just like crapping all over it right before it even starts.
Yeah, that was a simpler time back, 1999-ish, I think, it was when Blair Witch came out.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a simpler time. How much, before we had all the problems that we have today.
Look, I found the article from 1999.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't say his name, but it's like, it's like the first paragraph talks about the movie. Second paragraph, it says, "It's fake. It's fake," shouted a spoil sport at a preview screening of the Blair Witch Project a couple of days ago.
So he didn't even get any publicity for it. Which I would assume was the only reason he did it. I was look, if he was doing it for professional reasons, even though I think they're dumb professional reasons, at least I'm like, all right, I get that. But if he was just doing it to be a dick, okay, I mean, why? You know what? I take great offense to it because he is from the same part of the country I'm from. We're both from Massachusetts, and I just hate it when
D's no D's.
Yeah, and the thing is, I just hate it when it's like, I know too many people I grew up with just like have that mentality. It's like, okay,
it's fake. Shouted a spoil sport.
A spoil sport. Wow, who wrote this? Somebody back in the 1800s?
John Hartle.
Good old John Hartle.
Yes. John Hartle at the Seattle Times back in 1999.
What's John doing these days? I don't know.
Not
Probably
articles for the Seattle Times, I imagine, but I could be wrong.
It is time for Listeners on the Loose, where you get to pick the topic. You get to guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? We got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take those at 9:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It is Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by our Regions Blue Shield. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And when you get through, make sure you follow Steve's rules.
PJ, it's a simple rule, and that's just show some energy and bring it, or we gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
You know, the holidays are just right around the corner. That holiday being Thanksgiving. And somebody has a very good text. At Thanksgiving, what is your Mount Rushmore of foods? For me, the texter. Number 1, stuffing. Number 2, pumpkin pie. Number 3, mashed potatoes. And number 4, candied sweet potatoes with those mini marshmallows.
Yeah, it's only 2 weeks away, man.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I feel like we didn't really get to enjoy October.
Yeah. It's you're right, man. It's just
really
zing.
It was a blur.
Yeah, it was like, I think a leaf fell. Wait a minute, it's Thanksgiving.
All right, so you make obviously we didn't have time to really figure this out, but first thoughts that come to mind: Mount Rushmore of Thanksgiving food.
Wow.
BJ.
Well, no doubt about it. It's stuffing. That's my favorite. And I'm throwing a condiment in there because if I don't have gravy, I go out of my mind. So gravy's got to be on the Mount Rushmore for me.
Well, saying good gravy has like the chunks of meat in it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care how you like it, but you better get me gravy.
I guess not good if you're vegan.
Yeah. Well, then you get chunks of mushroom or
roast, like
field
stuff.
roast. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. So I got the
stuffing gravy.
Yeah. Okay. So I better say the Oreo cookie pie from Sarah. I better say that's on the Mount Rushmore.
That's good idea.
Yeah, you're smart.
I'm not even going to.
By the way, there's I should get Sarah in here because there's been a development.
Oh, there's a development when it comes to the Oreo cookie pie, and there's a development. Joey's nodding his head as well. So now, oh boy,
yeah. So while we're talking about everybody's Mount Rushmore, that was my third one, and then fourth, man, I got I feel like gotta have the mashed potatoes. It's crazy. I'm not saying turkey, but boy, it's all carbs for me. Really, it really.
I think I'm gonna go. Number 1 is definitely the candied yams or the sweet potatoes, whatever it is. I don't care. It's that. It's delicious with the marshmallows, like the texter said. That is I'm getting multiple servings of that. Number 2, probably the stuffing. Number 3, turkey. I'm going to put turkey in there, not so much for the actual Thanksgiving dinner, but because I want a bunch of turkey for turkey sandwiches. The
leftovers?
Days. Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, good call.
And then number 4, it's the pink stuff. Whatever it's called. The
Do we call it
ambrosia
ambrosia
salad.
at this? Or is it just the pink stuff?
It's the pink stuff.
Okay.
That's on my Mount Rushmore.
So that's in your Mount Rushmore. All right.
Oh, dude,
man.
part of me wants to put it at number 2, but I figured, you know what? It'll be the last submission.
All right.
Yeah, that stuff is very good.
All right, Rev.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with turkey.
Turkey.
Not for the reason you gave, but because now that I have discovered how to use my Traeger for smoked turkey.
Ooh.
It's literally the most popular turkey that we've had, and now we're just doing that. We're not doing the big turkey. We're just doing turkey breasts and we're smoking them because it's just so good. The next one would be stuffing.
Could you fit the whole turkey in your Traeger, or would it just take too long?
It would take too long, and it's just too big. So we get like the turkey breasts that are still kind of like netted together.
Yep.
Into that. So we just do. I think we're going to do 3 of those in that this year. Very excited.
Are you going to throw a turkey leg in that too?
No.
Bro.
Now I want to.
You should.
Just one big turkey leg for me,
you.
right? Yeah, for me.
For the king of the castle.
Hell yeah, I am the king of the castle. That's
All
right.
right, then. It's decided.
Yeah, I like that. The next one would be stuffing.
Of course.
And then deviled eggs.
Ooh, deviled eggs are good.
Literally, I could just put away a dozen eggs just as long as you slice them in half and put the yolk back in there with some paprika. And then finally, it's not the sweet potatoes with marshmallows on it, but it's a special concoction that my PLP, his mother used to make only for me because I was the only one who would eat it, and it's sweet potato casserole.
Dude, we have those. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
that
it's
is good.
So good. The PLP gave my wife the recipe so she could make it, and she realized the reason why I liked it so much is because there's all the sugar in it. So she cut the sugar a little bit, and it's still great, and I still love it. But it's essentially just a savory pie with also like pecans on top of it as well. So,
yeah.
So to take all that extra sugar away from the candied yams, and I bet no one would eat them. You're absolutely right.
Agreed. Oh, 100%.
I would still eat it because I do like candied yams, or I like yams and sweet potatoes, but it wouldn't be number 1.
It's in the title, candied yams.
Right,
I mean,
right,
literally,
totally.
We'll make it like candy. That way you'll eat this crap.
Yeah, if you don't have the marshmallows covering the entire top and they're like slightly burnt, I don't want anything to do with it then.
Yeah. Because nobody wants yams. Here's the bottom line. Yams aren't that great. You got to candy them.
And this isn't the Mount Rushmore of healthy Thanksgiving treats.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
All right, Vicky.
So we didn't really have traditional stuff for Thanksgiving, but my first one is mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Because always with extra butter. Second one, my mom makes this amazing ham with like pineapple on it. So that would be my number 2. Number 3.
Nice.
Don't get it every year, but I'm going to try to see if we can get it this year. Tamales.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It is seasonal.
I know. We do it usually if we make them. It's always on Christmas and sometimes Thanksgiving. So I got to
make sure you make them a day early, though. You got to make them a day early. That way you can have them tamale.
I was waiting for something.
Good night, everybody. Go home. Wow.
Is that all
this
it
is the
takes to go
Thanksgiving
home?
dad joke. There's no way we go home with it. That's the right time of year for it.
A few texters are not happy. What? No green bean casserole, love?
Sorry.
It's all right, but not Mount Rushmore.
No.
If you put some bacon in it, yep.
If you candied it.
See, that's the thing. You either candy it or bacon it, then we'll eat it.
Yeah, no, I've had the green bean casserole with bacon chunks in it. Oh, yeah, forget about it.
Well, yeah, because
that's
it's
a
got
solid
bacon
number
in
5.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the bacon. It's not the green beans. It's the bacon. It's the marshmallows. Come on now.
Oh, and number 4 for me, it's a thing called pistachio pudding.
Oh, that's so good.
What?
Yeah,
I don't think I've had that.
It's basically Cool Whip, pineapple tidbits, the
It's like-
pistachio pudding powder mixed together with some pineapple juice.
I call it the green stuff.
The green stuff. With some
green stuff, the
some
pink
pecans
stuff.
or
Yeah.
whatever. That's the only time we make it. Thanksgiving and Christmas, twice a year, and it's always you have to eat it. Otherwise, you're not getting it for a full year.
All right, that's it. There you go. How about Joey D's? What do you like, Joe? Top 4?
Well, like Vicky, we also didn't have a traditional Thanksgiving. So for me, number 4 would be stuffing. Number 3 would be macaroni and cheese.
Oh, right. I forgot about
Interesting.
that. Yes.
Number 2 would be any kind of pie, usually Sarah's, but I also love
Oreo
pecan.
pie, come on.
Yeah, I know, really.
But then
I mean,
number
yes.
1, I'm unique in this. I love a good biscuit.
Oh, gosh, Joey's Biscuits. I forgot, but...
Joey's Biscuits. That sounds like his adult film name.
Yeah, Joey Biscuits. Joey does make great cheddar cheese biscuits, but Joey, I was
you
gonna,
Red Lobster?
I am Red Lobster
Yeah,
on
he is.
Thanksgiving.
I was going to say something about Joey's biscuits, but I feel like we're not getting them this year, and I didn't want to put pressure on them because we're doing a much more low budget, or not low budget, low maintenance holiday this year. And
biscuits. What is it?
Okay, you know what? It's a guy who doesn't have to make them. I mean, you want to make them for us?
No, Joe can still do it.
Okay, well, listen. I mean, you know what? So far, Rev, you got to go get a turkey leg, and Joe's got to make his biscuits.
Hey,
and
I'm cool
Steve's
with the turkey leg.
recommendations
That was
for
a
our
great
Thanksgiving.
idea.
I'm just trying to enhance your guys' experiences. Like, don't shame me for wanting to make your experience better.
Yeah, well, you know what? How about you do it instead of the idea, man? How about you be the action man? I'd love some pink and green stuff. Bring it on up.
I'm not asking it for me. I'm getting what I want. But we haven't gotten to what's going on with you and your daughter.
Well, the thing is the Oreo, this is a special Thanksgiving this year, right? And Sarah, I don't even know what Sarah's top 4 is. It's probably because she doesn't really eat much.
Thanksgiving food is trash.
Whoa!
My top...
Wow, we don't care about your
horrible.
opinion.
I'd rather get some frozen pizzas and have that rather than your mashed potato and green beans.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If I came in and there was a DiGiorno, I'm gonna grab a slice.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Exactly. And this is why we only have Thanksgiving food one day a year, because it's not that great. But you have pizza, every week? Hell yeah.
In a perfect world, yes.
Yeah.
So what's up with the Oreo pie?
Well, we're still going to have it, but this year, my fiance's birthday lands on the exact same day as Thanksgiving.
And you know the rule, in case people don't know, the rule is you cannot have another dessert at all. If Sarah makes her Oreo pie, it will be the only dessert allowed at Thanksgiving. I found out the hard way when I tried to bring another dessert into it. It was I got the silent treatment for a week.
Worst father ever.
Yeah, don't force me to make a pie if you're just going to bring in another pie.
So every Thanksgiving, Steve, the traditional pies that you'd have, we don't ever get to have in the Shea household.
Plus, they're also trash, in my opinion.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Whose daughter are you? Who raised you?
What about the chocolate lush that I made?
Okay, that was pretty good, too.
Yeah, that was, the chocolate lush is pretty good.
Just our 2 pies, though, Steve. That's it.
So, but this year,
Pie buddies.
because Jay Rubs' birthday is on Thanksgiving.
I'm trying to be nice, and so I asked him, is there anything special you want for your birthday, which is also Thanksgiving? And he's like, as much as I love your pie, Sarah, I really want a pumpkin pie, too.
Woo! Finally, a pumpkin pie's coming, and it took my future son-in-law to get it done.
So you guys are still going to get married? Is it still on?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know. And now I'm afraid this pumpkin pie is going to be way better than my pie. But I'm going to watch everyone in their slices to see how big of a piece they take. And if my pie better go first. That's all I'm saying.
Honestly, it is just, crazy.
You better eat more of my pie.
So take the crazy ex-girlfriend meme and just put a piece of pie in front of it. And that's going to be our Thanksgiving.
You just said I could easily picture you doing it. This is not a stretch for me to picture you doing something like that. That is so great.
Oh, yeah, not at all.
If it makes you feel any better, I would go more towards your pie over the pumpkin pie.
Thank you.
Because I think Oreo pie is way more tasty.
Oh, yeah. Oreo pie trumps all the other pies.
And make sure we get extra Cool Whip, because the pumpkin pie with some whipped cream is just...
Oh, yeah, Cool Whip.
Yeah, you're going to need it for the pumpkin pie because it's trash.
Oh, jeez.
I'm very salty about this, but I'm trying to be the bigger person, you guys.
You are not!
And it's been an honor over these years to watch you grow as a human being.
And we were at Costco yesterday, and we walked by those delicious pies, those gigantic pumpkin pies at Costco.
That's the one
I just want to bury my face in that pie when I'm at Costco.
But you should have seen. Have you? It's like that. It's like that picture, that meme you always see of the dude checking out the hot chick and his girlfriend being pissed.
Yeah,
that is Sarah looking at me, looking at the pumpkin pie, and it was just like she was so mad at me. I was like, "Don't you look at that pumpkin pie? F you, Costco." That was her whole attitude.
I was killing you with my eyes. I was like, "Don't even look." He's like, "Should we get it now?" And
I was like, "Let's
no.
get it now. Let's have a pre-pie. Let's have a pie to celebrate the week, like a little pre-funk."
Someone just said I called the cops because clearly you guys work with a terrorist named Sarah.
It's true.
Doesn't like.
She should be on the do not fly list. Yep.
Yeah, I think. Oh no, that food is not good.
Okay,
but yes. Growing. I'm not going to throw the pie out the window. I'm going to let people actually enjoy it. So,
well, are you though? I feel like you're going to be sitting at the table very judgy.
Oh, very judgy for sure.
Hey, Joey, let's make sure we take pictures of Sarah to put on the internet on how judgy she is on that pie situation.
Someone's got to relay the message to Johnny Roberts, man. We don't need him to have a rough 2021 ending.
Yeah, I'm totally in. I just realized I'm the one who cooks Thanksgiving normally, so she's calling my food trash.
Yes, she is. Well, actually, though, macaroni and cheese and cheddar biscuits, that's not traditional Thanksgiving food. That's probably why she likes that.
Yeah, those can stay. The rest, don't bother cooking.
Don't you get rid of my stuffing.
Oh, yeah. No, that stuffing. Ugh. I don't get you guys.
You pick the topic. You guide the show while we get Sarah off the show for her blasphemous words. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls, more of your texts at 936 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Grandma, we miss you.
Come here, kids. It's so good to see you again. Grandma and I have to catch up. Why don't you play in the other room for a bit?
Okay.
It's good to see you again, Mom. We all missed you.
I'm sorry it took so long. I lost a lot to my gambling problems, but I'm happy to have my life back with you.
We are too, Mom.
If gambling is creating a problem for you, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Just want to give a quick shout out, and also he texted in to ask if what we got from Ryan, who couldn't be nicer of a rockaholic, and sent us donuts this morning from Top Pot just randomly, which I thought was via DoorDash. Which how cool is that? And so he texted
a shout
and said, "Hey, just curious, what kind of donuts did you guys get, and which one did you go for?"
This is really something that now listeners are able to send us stuff. Before they'd have to drop it off because there were no food delivery services, but this is insane every morning. I mean, it's like at least it feels like once a week we're getting something. And thanks to Ryan. And yes, I'm very interested in the flavors, as I did not partake.
I mean, basically all
vicariously through you guys.
In the two boxes, all of the flavors. They were the glazed, they were the maple bars, they were the bear claws. And what's the one now? It's like a glazed donut that has like the jelly filling on top of it. It's not inside the donut.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that new style.
Man, I've been all about that one.
Yeah,
that's my jam.
That's
your jam. Yeah, so thank you, Ryan.
That one is still a filled. Because I'm looking at
I mean,
Top
there's still
Pot's
stuff
site.
inside. You didn't know that, Steve? You just thought all your jam was on top?
No, it's like all on top. It's not inside of it though.
Yeah, they still call it a filled. The one that you're exactly talking about is the picture that they show.
Right.
Oh.
And it's
a
raspberry.
fill.
Bullseye, I think.
Oh yeah, bullseye. That's for sure. It's so good.
Oh yeah, the raspberry.
Yeah, because
bullseye.
normally I don't know too many glazed donuts that are stuffed with jelly, because usually I remember there were kind of powdered donuts that had that going on in my
That's
growing
what I
up.
like about this, man.
Yeah,
I've never had one like this, and it's a game changer.
Makes sense that it's called a bullseye because it looks like a dartboard and a bullseye.
Yep.
There you go.
I just figured that out.
Top Pots, they're good people, man.
And we have to give also a shout out to the OG Mark from Spanaway, because he says, hey, a few weeks ago I got you guys some Top Pot donuts, and it seems like now that's a thing for your listeners to get you every once in a while. I'd like to apologize for this trend. Oh, I'm pretty sure you guys aren't upset over the free donuts, though.
I ain't mad.
No, my waistline hates everybody, but but you know what? That's just how it is.
I had one of the maple frosted old fashions. Oh,
so good. Yeah, those you're right, Rev. That's a good call. Those are good.
So thank you, Ryan. Hey, big question from a rockaholic.
Yes, sir.
Wants to know, do you have any advice for my brother? His girlfriend is pregnant and his wife is not happy about it.
Whoa. Well, the house is about to get a lot bigger,
I
isn't
believe
it?
the advice is run.
Yeah.
And just make sure you have auto payment to send away.
Gosh.
Do we have any advice for his brother? Yeah, you're a moron. I mean, that's our
Is
advice.
that really advice?
What do you think? I mean,
more of a
seriously.
statement.
Yeah.
Maybe the advice should be stop being a moron.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know what to say to a guy like that. It's like, I mean, really? I mean, you couldn't bang somebody with protection, unless that's the plan and you want to make the world a bigger place, though. I feel like we got enough people. So, yeah. I hate to say this about your brother, but he's kind of an idiot.
The advice is tell your wife to stop being so unreasonable.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. That's a good point, Steve. Yeah, it's a really good point.
This is such a brother thing to do. It's like you want to call your brother out and be like, you're an idiot, so they're going to write into us so we can call him an idiot. I love it.
Yeah. Good call, Vicky. I think you're absolutely right. Like he's been put on blast in the bear. Because you know what? I'm the bear. You know what happens when you poke me with this type of communication. I'm going to call you an idiot.
Yeah, there really is no good advice to give him.
Yeah, no. Say, here's what he's done. I mean, from a child support standpoint now, he's got less money. I mean, he's just basically, God, in every way, shape, or form, it's just, guys, you've got to just tell that penis of yours, look, we are not making decisions, okay? You are not in charge. Get back to your place.
Stop it.
I mean,
Just stop
man.
it.
But, what are you going to do? I mean, I don't know how old his brother is. When you're young, you're dumb.
That is very true.
Yeah. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It is Listeners on the Loose.
Someone said, Miggs, did you see that Sylvester Stallone said that he almost died during Rocky IV? How awful would that have been? That would have been devastating. I'm glad he's still with us.
What do you mean he almost died? Because of just the fact that he knew Rocky V was going to be made? Is that why?
Well, you know what? You're not wrong.
I know, right? I was like,
Rocky V, if I was going to have like a collection of Rocky movies, that one would conveniently be lost.
And did Rocky IV have the robot?
Yes, and I have no problem with it. No, don't even start with the robot slander, Mr. Sci-Fi guy.
Robot slander.
You are a sci-fi guy who loves robots.
That is not a robot.
It is a robot. It's Paulie's robot.
It was a robot.
It's a robot by name. That is the cheesiest pile of crap. I'm glad.
It
and
was
they're
Christmas
cutting it
robot.
out. They're cutting it out of the re-release,
Which
right,
I wish
Steve?
they wouldn't. It really it makes me not want to see the re-release.
Well, you're the only one that liked the robot. The robot was dumb. My God. I mean, really.
As a kid, the robot brought a lot of joy to our hearts.
That was the shark jumping moment for Rocky.
That was the Ewoks of Rocky?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. The Ewoks were better than that stupid robot, but this was a shark
the same
jump.
level of awesomeness.
It wasn't Rocky V that was the shark jump. It was that robot.
But apparently we have a clip so they put out the director's cut. And in the director's cut, I need to see this. There's a documentary about making the movie, which goes on. I guess it's longer than the director's cut. The documentary, right? And he just gives like behind the scenes information. Apparently, during the fight scene with Ivan Drago or Dolph Lundgren, Dolph hit him so hard that he almost died because it compressed his chest into his heart.
Damn, dude!
We have Sly talking about it.
He pulverized me, and I didn't feel it at the moment, but later that night, my heart started to swell. And he bruised the periocardial sac, which is usually when the heart hits the chest, kind of like in a car accident, when your chest hits the steering wheel. And then my blood pressure went up to 260, and they thought I was going to be talking to angels. Next thing I know, I'm on this emergency low-altitude flight to St. John's Hospital, and I'm in intensive care, surrounded by nuns. Then, after that, I had to go back and finish the fight.
Wow, I didn't realize that the fight was that real. That he hit him that hard.
Yeah, he told. I guess he told him give me your all.
Damn, dude. I mean, well, it does make it more
doesn't F
realistic.
around, man, and it's crazy to look at him right now because he's 70-something years old and he's still jacked.
Oh, he looks amazing.
Yeah,
he really, really does look amazing. And I know there's another Expendables coming out. I'm not sure where they're going to go. Probably to an early bird buffet and start shooting.
Have they gone to space yet?
Yeah,
to find that robot. What if the robot helps the Expendables, and then are we okay? It's like their C-3PO.
It really, it almost ruined the whole idea of Star Wars. Ruined the Rocky. It ruined that Rocky movie, that stupid robot. I mean, it didn't ruin it, but it was dumb, and it almost ruined Doctor Who because then they said, "Oh, we got to get a robot because somebody in management said Star Wars is so successful back in the '70s." That almost was horrific, but somehow it's become a beloved character somewhat in the world of Doctor Who. I'm not a huge fan of it, but you know.
All right, obviously, number one would be Vicky from Small Wonder. But outside of Vicky from Small Wonder, what's the greatest robot of all time?
Oh, it's a toss up for me. It's a tie. Well, it's a little more because of me, but I believe that everyone's probably going to. Well, I say everyone. Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet, and he's been in a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah,
he's iconic. But I got to go with B4 or B9. Excuse me, B9, which is the Lost in Space original robot.
Weren't they
the Robinson's
like the
robot?
Same robot?
No, they weren't.
Weren't they?
No, actually, I mean, the Robinson robot looked a lot less cool, to be honest with you, than Robbie. But it still was cool, cool for the time. I mean, and he's an iconic looking robot.
Oh, yeah, I guess they are different. I always just assumed they were the same.
Yeah, totally different dude. Though he's a beloved robot, for us kids growing up in the 60s,
I kind of thought maybe Data would be a big robot for you.
Well, he's an android. He's an android, and he's not really a robot.
Oh.
Androids are they're humanoid-looking machines, whereas robots definitely look like robots.
Are we having this conversation without going with the OG or greatest? R2-D2 is the greatest robot of all time.
Technically, he's a droid.
Oh, son of a bitch.
But Steve's right.
This stuff
but he's more of, you know what, though? He's more of, they call him a droid, which to me was always short for android, and an android is something at least looks human. So I'm with Steve that really
he
he's
has
more
a
of a
personality.
robot. Yeah, I get. Well, so did Robbie, and so even so did Robbie and B9. They both, the Robinson robot. They had personalities.
So apparently, a droid is a fictional robot that just possesses some sort of artificial intelligence, some degree of artificial.
So that's what a droid is.
So a droid is a type of robot.
Yeah, whereas an android, I mean, they're all artificial life forms, but the android looks like a human. You wouldn't know it was a robot unless you...
And Steve, I really thought you would have said Johnny Five.
A lot of texters are bringing up that one, too. You're right. Don't forget about Johnny Five from Short Circuit.
Can't forget about
he's not my favorite, but he's a guy. He deserves to be on the list.
What about Urkelbot from Family Matters just got texted in?
Go home.
Oh, my God. Of all the dumb things that they did in that show, that was one of them. That's for sure.
I was going to say Rosie the robot from the Jetsons.
Solid.
Yeah.
She always seemed pretty cool.
I almost said, well, she wasn't real. She was a cartoon.
Yeah. She wasn't real like
Steve, yes, she was.
She wasn't real like the other robots.
Unlike R2-D2, who was in a real movie.
Yeah, he was real.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, if there's any cool robots that people have, from other shows. Well, what, don't forget the Buck Rogers guy. That guy. I mean, he was basically a robot. So there you go.
I should have said the Iron Giant.
What about the Terminator?
Ooh.
I guess in a well, I mean, what is he? What do you call him?
I think they're definitely robots.
It's a robot, right?
Well, when they're not covered in skin, but then aren't they like androids? Because you're really seeing their skeletons. They're really just like robots. They're android skeletons running around because when they have the skin on them, they look just like you and I.
I found an article that says the 100 greatest movie robots of all time, and the T-800 was number 6.
That's Schwarzenegger.
That's Schwarzenegger, yeah.
All right, fair enough. I guess they call that a robot. I don't. But,
okay.
What are you going to
yeah. Just looking up the definition of the T-800, I don't care anymore.
I know, Reb. At this point, you got a bunch of actually.
Yeah, and while an android for his appearance, he is usually described as a cyborg consisting of living tissue over a robotic endoskeleton, and I'm done.
I didn't even want to get into the whole cyborg thing because I thought that
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's a cool robot.
The reason being is we have more important things to discuss. We have to find out what Ryan Castle and R. Kelly have in common.
Oh, man.
You'll find out at 9:53 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and R. Kelly have in common?
Our sheets have a particular aroma.
Oh, God. Wow.
R. Kelly, I was like, well, this ought to be fun.
I know. I don't even read the text. Yeah. Everything's about Steven taking showers.
It's from the Macklemore song, right? Yeah. It smells like R. Kelly's sheets.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and it's just R. Kelly is behind bars. How about this? His cellmate wrote a comic book about the time they've spent together.
Already?
Yeah.
Sadly, the name Booster Gold was already taken.
Jeez. Brendan Hunt is the cellmate. He's 37, and he's serving time for threatening to kill government officials. Oh, this guy sounds like okay. He's trying to convince court to sentence him to time served and let him go, and he thought his comic book would help. And he didn't even know who R. Kelly was, so they started bunking together. And R. Kelly's like, you don't know who I am. I'm the greatest R&B singer in human history. How do you not know of me? And, Brendan is more of a fan like of metal bands like Megadeth and Slayer.
Oh, gosh, how's cartoon smell?
Oh, and Vicky's showing me the cartoon. It's like, wow. Yeah, that's a sheet-smelling cartoon right there. Wow.
Prison
Ryan
Comics, it's called.
Prison Comic. Great.
Yeah. Ryan Castle, he's got a 12-pack of something, and that's coming up next. Yeah.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
It's a longer word for the word you said. Unfortunately, it is not the word that you said.
I can't think. I am oblivious to this song.
Really?
I mean, even with the clue. Wow. I thought I knew like all the major ones by that person, but I guess I don't.
Wow. I think once it's said, you'll have that moment. I mean, wait.
Wow.
The aha moment.
Wow.
The aha moment.
I'd like to buy an O.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. Can I leave things off of a bankruptcy, like my car?
You have to list all of your assets and creditors when you file bankruptcy. So you would have to tell the court and the trustee that you have the car or that you have a car loan. You could say that I want to keep my car and continue to make my payments on the car. But the court will need to know that you have a car and that you may have a payment on the car. So by leaving it off the bankruptcy, if you mean that you cannot disclose it to the court, the answer to that is no, you must disclose it. However, that does not mean that you'll lose those assets. You'll be able to keep things like a car and a house in almost all cases, but you must disclose them to the court. But you'll need to continue to make payments on a house or a car that you intend to keep.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Grandma, we missed you.
Come here, kids. It's so good to see you again. Grandma and I have to catch up. Why don't you play in the other room for a bit?
Okay.
It's good to see you again, Mom. We all missed you.
I'm sorry it took so long. I lost a lot to my gambling problems, but I'm happy to have my life back with you.
We are too, Mom.
If gambling is creating a problem for you, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org.